Good morning, Clash of Clans. Tyebar here from War and Glory. In this week's episode, I got some sick replays to show from inside the arranged war with Above and Beyond. As you can see, we only took the war by a star. It really came down to the wire. We ended up getting one more Town Hall triple that sealed the deal. Props out to Above and Beyond, though. They brought some really interesting attacks and bases. A couple of the Nimes we kind of stumbled on a bit, but we ended up clearing them out and giving us, our top guys, some more chances to 3-star their 10s. So let's move on to the first replay, which is XB on their number 3. And he has brought a bowler queen walk combo. This has been like what everybody's been playing around with at the upper levels, mainly the 11s. Just how well bowlers right now are synergizing with the Warden. I'm not sure if it was just kind of found out or if the spaces, those two more spaces you get out of the bowlers now, just put them over the top. But we're seeing this across the board, not only with our clan, but multiple clans we're even facing now. The strategy is totally legit. You just form a small funnel, get the bowlers into the core, and it really doesn't even matter what's in the CC anymore. Like, you could say minions are fairly strong against it. You can see a couple loons are there, but look at how many bowlers he's got left over. There's still got to be at least 20 something on the board. The healers are keeping them up. The Warden ability was popped once the second Inferno activates on the bowlers. And then XB's really smart here. He brings a couple loons for exterior defenses just to help push those out, and just sends in a couple more minions to clear up the trash behind him. So, but look, I mean, there's still got to be at least half his bowlers left on the board. The strategy is totally legit, and we are very, very happy that our 11s are really fitting into how this meta is changing. Big shout out to all our 11s, by the way. You guys are doing an amazing job. So XB, once again, pro attack, amazing. Up next, we got Tommy Boy taking on their number 9 with a very similar type of attack, but it's a 10 now. It's a queen walk, and you can see Jasmine being dropped there at 3 o'clock, but with bowlers from a 10. And we have been tinkering around with this. It just hasn't been as successful as we thought. It's mainly because of the Warden, personally, that the difficulties come in. But on this base, Tommy just crushes it, and had a couple things go really wrong and ended up still rolling the base. So the idea here is Jasmine's going to work her way around, and you can see the wall breakers coming in now, pops in that compartment, and the whole point there obviously is to get the AD down. And then the golem comes in, and that was supposed to go towards the mortar, and the golem's got something else in mind and wants to wrap around to wherever. I guess that was closer to go that way. And so he's forced now to drop the wall breakers, and one pops and doesn't hit the wall to get Jasmine back out of her compartment. Classic AI right there. So he recovers. What he does is he drops all his bowlers there at 1, and they're just going to strafe right through the base into the 10 and then core compartments. You can see here the Inferno's already on them. The healers, you see one starting to switch over, but the other two are still on the queen that's beating on a wall. They're really not taking that much damage, though. I mean, between the level 1 Inferno, the Golem CC, there's plenty of bowlers to just completely overrun this base. And keep in mind, these are level 2 bowlers. Granted, you may have 6 in the CC that are maxed out. But in all, you can see that that Inferno just got one shot. It's just nuts how strong these things are. Once they fixed the reacquisition time of them getting a new target, it really changed things so much. We actually started tinkering around with bowler walks at that time. And while they're not as reliable as we would like, they still are used, every now and then. You may actually see one coming up. So, Tom Boy, great job, and pretty slick to see new stuff, man. Next up, Kiefer taking down number 13 with an air attack. We've went over this last video, guys, and we've shown you the potency and how they're making a comeback. This is just more proof that it is a completely viable strat right now, and mainly because everybody's just going so anti-ground. In this scenario, only is going to be needing one golem to take out the enemy Jasmine. There she goes with a poison. And the CC, the sweeper, and an air defense. So all that is going to be taken out just by champs, a golem, and a couple funneling wizards. So these exposed queens, man, it makes these type of attacks that much more viable, especially when you're getting a sweeper with a kill squad. As you can see now, the champs are taking down the golem, and normally that's a big problem for air attacks. It just absorbs too much time. Too many defenses are hitting the champs while beating on the golem. Just not in this case. So you can see now really nothing's hitting the queen anymore. The golem's still there. There's an AT over there. There goes the AD and sweeper, and here comes the air section. Hounds are going to be worked in counterclockwise from 9. Look at all that. He triggered 2 red mines next to an air defense. That's a big Tyebar no-no. 2 more air mines go off. So he had 4 red air mines next to that air defense, which is, I mean, if you're hitting hounds and pups, they're not doing their job. So big Tesla farm in the core, not an issue. He's got like 10 loons in there under a rage. Oh, which by the way, if you notice when this thing first opened up, he brought 7 haste spells. Yes, 7. It's just crazy. And he doesn't even need 2 of them at the end. Like you can see, there's the only threat left is the AD is about to go down and the AT there, but like he didn't even have to use that. He's still got 1 left over. Just sick. Amazing attack, Kiefer, man. Keep it up, man. Can't wait to see your next one. So speaking of air attacks, let's do another. Why not? Here is a Zap Quake going off on their number 16 by KC. Takes out the AD in the core. Now KC just feels he doesn't need golems anymore to take out a queen, so he just drops his BK down there, has a couple funneling troops, throws in some wall breakers and the queen, and I guess that's going to be enough to take out their Jasmine and the entire CC all by himself, just with the champs. It's crazy. And then brought 4 hounds for the whole air section. So you can see now, enemy CC is squishy, dying to the poison. BK goes down, Jasmine's doing her thing. There goes the CC, and he got everything he needed to. All he has to do now is take out the sweeper, which he's still got the ability for. Pops right there, and it's over. She's done her job. Champs have done their job, and here comes the air portion coming in from 3, working counterclockwise again. Another red mine in range of an AD, and straight shot for the loons there at 330 into the AD. No defenses protecting. Working it slow, which is the smart way of doing it. Waiting for the ADs to go down, waiting for the hounds to transition. And what's cool there is he brought a heal spell for those backside. He knew that expo, or those defenses in the core there, would not be on those hounds up there. So that heal spell has brought up all those 4 loons now back to at least half health or full health to help them transition across the core. Awesome thinking. Final hound's going down. Sweeper's really not doing too much. Expo in the core's down. No threat there. And really, after this all goes off, you'll have the wizard tower there to be dealt with. And then after that, it's just cleanup. You can see he's brought a whole bunch of minions for the outside trash. Very intelligent move. And GG. Way to go, Casey. Another great air attack by a 9. Alright, so up next, why not? Let's do another air attack. But this one's going to be even more different. We're going to have a Zap Quake go off here, once again on a core AD, and Boom is going to take out their number 20 with a Penta loon. We went over this in the last video, guys. It is awesome to watch these things. It's even more fun to attack using them. Works these clockwise from 3, and you can see the CC is just anti-air. I mean, it's minions all over the place. Drops a perfect poison spell, and they're just helping right now. They're helping to pop hounds, because literally you have so much with these level 4 hounds now. At the end, you really want these hounds to pop. So takes care of the CC, slowly is working his hounds or his loons clockwise into a sweeper, no less. Like, it's just crazy, like how they come up with this stuff. Like, we're just gonna throw a haste here and we'll be fine. Tesla farm at 6, which he perfectly drops a rage into, and a whole more set of loons to back end them. And you can see now there's still plenty of hounds up, protecting the loons that are coming in. Zillions of pups there over on the right, just cleaning up all the trash. Still holding his heroes for the end. Obviously the enemy AQ is still up, and he needs to drop his to take care of theirs. Does have a pack of loons stray off into that wizard tower in the core. So they will end up dying, but it doesn't really matter. Look at all the defenses are left. You have 2 ATs and a wizard tower. Like, now here's the key. Once again with Penta, you see how the hound is leading the loons. They move faster. AQ then locks onto the hound and is now ideally doing what you want her to do, pegging the hound and giving the ability for the loons to go through untouched, and your champs now are clearing out all the stuff at 12 o'clock. So there's no threat. Like the queen now, if there's a hound left over, it is helping the whole raid. So way to go, Boom. Awesome Penta, man. Alright, up next, we have Ryan taking on their number 21. I had to show this attack because it was just crazy ballsy just to even try it. He's going to be going through, you can see he got that 8-tile quake there in the core. He's going to be coming in with only one golem, pretty much 180 degrees from where the queen is, and relying on his kill squad to make it across the whole base with only the golem pretty much tanking. No healers, by the way, keep that in mind. So you can see now the Tesla farm is now hitting the golem. Jasmine's sitting behind, and an anti-ground CC comes out. It's a Dragon 2 Loon combo and melts the golem. The loons are having trouble keeping up with the bulks. So the cinnamons are just rolling through the base. You can see the queen and the BK are beating on the cinnamons, and they go by. So all he has left now is the BK and Jasmine, which taking heavy damage at the moment. BK rolls around and is going to get some aggro here from the queen and does some damage to the enemy queen, but she lives. Like, it's crazy, right? So now his Jasmine just took down the enemy BK and is now, look how close this is, just like almost flip-flopped queens there. So now comes the air portion. All right, he's going to 2-hound this last AD there at 3. All the loons now are hitting into a sweeper at 12 o'clock, and he's sending in all these loons from the south side with, obviously, just he has the one haste there left. It's just nuts. It's such a creative attack, though, and how far he stretched his kill squad. Just had to show it. Really cool stuff, Ryan. Way to go. And he pretty much swagged 4 hogs at the end, which is even crazier on top of everything. So up next we have CR2 taking on their number 23. This is going to be a little more old school. No healers. It's going to be a straight up govaho, and it's just really well executed. So just want to show you how to approach these type of bases, and how to, usually it's a double jump into the queen compartment, and how the hogs are deployed on the opposing side outside the core. So you can see now the kill squad's coming in from 1 o'clock. Jump goes in. The whole cinnamons and jasmines down with the BK. Very anti-Valk CC. All minions come out. And the cinnamons run into a double giant bomb on top of things. So they got a lot of the work done, but they're still, he lost quite a bit between the bombs and the minions, unfortunately. We could see his hogs were deployed. We're at 3 o'clock. It was a perfect heal spell. That really kind of trumped the raid over everything, was that the heal placement there right in between the Tesla farm, and there was a bomb in the middle of it too. Even spring traps. The BK ended up taking out their queen, which was ideal. You can see the jump spell there, had to bring that in, and then there's just a ton of hogs left over. So very well done, CR. It just goes to show you don't have to be doing all these crazy attacks to triple these type of bases. So that's going to wrap things up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, just put it right below in the comments section. More in Glory, again, amazing job. Way to stick together as a group and pull this one out above and beyond. Excellent bases, excellent attacks. Hope to see you guys again in the future. And up next, of course, is our blooper reel. Hope you guys enjoy. Till next week.